I'm Jacob Abramovitz. Thank you for listening to my short lecture on visualization as used in The Magic of Franz Bardon. These lectures are intended to provide students with assistance in some of the more difficult exercises. So let us proceed. Today we will talk about the concept of thought and imagination. What is it? An idea is a spark of energy, and the world is basically your personal mirror to experience ideas. Even if they may be thoughts, they are sparks of energy in your mind, and just as real as the physical world around you. Let me explain this further. Our universe consists of energy. It has taken several steps over the ages to become what we see today, physical shapes of plants, planets, stars, systems, galaxies. And you are also literally made up of pure energy. Your body consists of 9 fascinating systems which keeps your human body alive, including the circulation system, your digestion, hormone system, breathing, the nerve system, muscles, skeleton, etc. These systems consist of organs and tissue. The tissue is made up of cells, which are made up of molecules, which in turn are made up of atoms. These atoms are made up of subatomic particles, and those are made of energy. If you were able to view yourself under an electron microscope, you would notice that you are made of a bulk energy of electrons, neutrons, photons, etc., which constantly change. But now you need to understand this. Everything around you also consists of the same components found in your body. What is the implication of that? From a biochemistry perspective, it means that we share much with our environment, that we are all connected to each other in some way. You and me, the plants, the animals, everything around us, even the stars out there are made of the same energy. They only manifest in different shapes. The Buddhist scriptures, which began to appear as early as the 1st century BCE, tell us that reality only exists where we create focus. This confirms that the Buddhists already understood that reality is created by mind ages ago. This central truth is also the first principle of the Hermetics, which confirms that all is mind. Now, let us take this truth a little further and explain how this relates back to modern-day science. Experiments in quantum mechanics has proven that an observer of an event has the ability to influence the result. These rather well-known experiments were performed by Davison and Gadamer for the first time in 1927. The outcome of the experiments was shown to be determined by whether it was observed by a human observer or not. In these experiments, they used a beam of photons. That is nothing but energy visible as light. During the experiments, a beam of light was fired at a barrier which had 2 slits and a backboard. The scientists expected to see that once the light hit the barrier, it would behave in a predictable fashion. That, however, did not happen. They found that when the experiment was being observed by a scientist, somehow the observation of the scientist would determine how these photons would behave. To translate this, energy behaves in accordance with the expectations of a human being. Is that not incredible? The double-slit experiment has been repeated several times over the last century, each time with better technology and even better equipment. In 1998, a study of researchers of the Weizmann Institute of Science concluded, and I quote, "Researchers have now conducted a highly controlled experiment demonstrating how a beam of electrons is affected by the act of being observed. The experiment revealed that the greater the amount of watching, the greater the observer's influence on what actually takes place." Unquote. Researchers of the Australian National University reconstructed one of John Wheeler's experiments, the delayed choice experiment. The experiment resulted in the suggestion that our reality is basically a kind of illusion and only exists if we are looking at it. Now, we have been moving a bit fast, so try to understand this. All of these findings seems to suggest that the universe does not exist out there, independent of us. We are inescapably involved in bringing about what appears to be happening. We are not only observers, we are participators. And the way in which we participate is through mind, through the things we think and expect and visualize, the things that we imagine. These are all powerful energies through which we participate in creation and molding energy. To conclude, a final thought for you. Most people create unconsciously without taking notice of what they are creating. The result for them will be unintended consequences. For a student of hermetics, however, it is possible to create with intention. That is the most powerful truth anyone could share with you. Go think about this. It could change your life. Blessings to you, my friend.